Please rise, we'll say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'd like to call the Lamar City Council regular meeting for Tuesday, November 18th to order. Roll call, please.
Goodchild.
Here.
Wick.
Here.
Sturgeon.
Here.
Bruns.
Yes.
Pick.
Here.
Motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carried. Moving on to hearings. 12 p.m. Dogwood Industrial Park First Edition rezoning. At the November 4th, 2025 meeting, council set this date and time to hear public comments on the Dogwood Industrial Park First Edition rezoning request. The request is to rezone from I-2 Industrial Business District to B-2 General Business District. I'd like to open the hearing and ask for any comments on the rezoning. Anybody here to discuss the rezoning of Dogwood Industrial Park? All right, seeing none, I will close the hearing and turn to the council. The Administration and Planning and Zoning Commission recommends council approval.
Motion to approve the first reading of ordinance number 2553, amending zoning districts. I'm sorry, what? Oh, it's ordinance number 1000. I apologize. I read that wrong. Amending zoning districts for Dogwood Industrial Park, first edition, from I-2 Industrial Business District to B-2 General Business District.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion there?
Curious, what are your plans there, Steve?
Don't know
Okay.
yet. Just want to get it switched over to something that's easier to do businesses and stuff.
Okay, easier to market or whatever.
Could I have you approach the mic too? Because I do know the people at home want to hear about everything, and I'd like to make it on the record.
Have no plans or anything like that, haven't even put a for sale sign up there. I've had a couple calls on it, but nothing real major. So, it's a good property and just need to rezone it to where we can do more things with it.
Marketing.
Which should have been done like that, I heard 20 years ago, or 15 years ago and stuff.
Okay, I was just curious.
We're just fixing it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any other discussion? If not, we'll have roll call, please.
Bruns.
Yes.
Pick.
Yes.
Goodchild.
Yep.
Wick.
Yes.
Sturgeon.
Yes.
Motion carried. We've gone to general discussion. Citizens. Any citizens here to address the council? And seeing the large number of people in town in here, I would like to limit it to 3 minutes if you could. So.
I was waiting for him to get up, nobody got up. Jeff Lamb, 571 Happy Trails Drive. I just got a few questions, and I made a mistake last time I was here. I grabbed one of your agendas and I turned it over and it said, keep all your comments to what's on the agenda. What I wanted to bitch about wasn't on the agenda, so I sat down. And I heard your comment at the end there too, Claire. That's why I'm here today. First of all, one of the reasons that I wanted to speak last time was this Hometown Heritage Foundation. How many people are actually receiving benefits off of that personally? I know you got a director, you got board members. Are the board members paid?
No.
They're not, so it's
No.
all volunteer?
Correct.
Okay. That was
There
one of the-
there are 6 members on that board, 1 city council seat, and there is no compensation for being part of that board.
I believe the director is the only paid
Correct.
person.
Okay, that was one of the questions. The other one is, what is I don't know if the city has a limit on what that they can spend before they have to get in touch with you guys and make the decisions? And how much is the limit that you guys could make before you have to put it up for a vote?
I'm not qualified to answer either of those. I don't know that there are limits. There are guidelines set forth by the state that say what those funds can be used for? I'm really, can you know?
Well, I think kind of maybe an over 30,000 feet view, we've got budget. If there's anything that would require general obligation bonding, I believe that would have to go to a public vote. And general obligation bonds, correct me if I'm wrong, but would require 60% approval, plus 60% plus one.
And that's to borrow money.
Right, right. So,
As far as construction bidding, that's set forth by the Iowa Department of Transportation, and there are different thresholds for roads versus buildings. That when it has to come to bid. Now, repairs and maintenance work does not have to do bidding and come to council.
And that, you guys make the decision on that, right? On maintenance and stuff like that.
Correct.
right,
Yeah.
which typically are gonna be budgeted items, typically, unless
The only
it's.
time it would come to a public vote would be if we had to bond against and pay back via property tax.
Which would be
my
general
understanding.
obligation
Yeah, general
bonding.
obligation bond.
That's my
And the
ongoing
city,
question.
and by the way, and the city does have a limit on general obligation bonding. I'm sorry,
And at the beginning of every year, or at every
Yeah.
fiscal year, we pass a budget, and we have budget hearings.
Right.
So technically, the public has say over every dollar that's presented in that budget, and can comment on it, and you know, you would see it there. And then that budget is what dictates every dollar that is spent throughout the course of the
So
fiscal
their
year.
comments would be like in this room?
Yeah,
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 yeah.
absolutely.
You got 10,000 people, they're
Yeah.
not gonna fit in here?
Yeah, we have no one that shows up.
I mean,
Yeah.
truthfully, that's the truth right there. It's been discussed for 100 years.
Yep.
That you change the council times to accommodate more people. We have changed different things around, and you have public hearings and people don't show up. You've heard me emphasize for the last 6 months, this is a public hearing. But I want to go back to your question because I need clarity. So the foundation which he's speaking of, okay, the money they're using doesn't come through us. Is that correct or wrong?
We award a third of their budget now with the passage of the 2% hotel motel sales tax.
Yep.
That will get allocated to that foundation, and that's about a third of their budget. The other thirds are Mike and Cheryl individually, as well as Wells Enterprises.
it's actually fourth. The
Oh,
fourth
excuse
would be
me.
business sponsorships.
Yeah.
Or
excuse me.
sponsorships, I shouldn't necessarily limit the
So
business
it's
to sponsorships.
largely, is
Privately funded.
virtually not a dollar of tax dollar, other than hotel motel, I'll give you that. But the thing, I know there's a lot of criticism about this foundation, and I'll be honest with you, having been up here for 12 years. I'm glad there's parties and individuals that are willing to take that on. Pretty much like park improvements, pretty much like the chamber. I don't want every single solitary item in this city coming to council we would never get out of here.
Right.
Okay, so the foundation, I believe, is a good thing. Because someone's willing to step up and say, let's coordinate, let's make things happen, so I don't have a big problem with it. I have some concerns, but see how it plays out for me.
I don't have a big problem with it either, but it's kind of funny, after a council meeting, it's been a couple of them ago, your picture showed up on Facebook with a comment, who keeps bringing up this
Oh, yeah.
grassroots
Yeah,
concerts and stuff when they don't make the decisions? So
right, and I know it was
we're
insinuated.
sitting there with sunglasses on that are blacked out. They're not gonna look at other stuff.
Right,
So it's gonna be whatever Mike and Cheryl want, is what Mike and Cheryl's gonna get, right?
No, it's a 6-member board with independents, so, I mean, I wouldn't say that that's true.
Yeah.
Well, keep in mind too, that foundation does not fall underneath the city. It's not the city
entity.
And it
Yeah.
isn't represent the whole of everything that's gonna happen in town.
Yeah.
I mean,
Don't get me wrong.
there's other events.
I appreciate everything that Mike Wells has done for the city, and I think he's done good for the city. And I actually talking to him, he's pretty decent to talk with. But, when you make comments like that, and they're raising the money to bring people into the city, and then you shut the door, well, it's gonna be these two things. That's the majority of it right there. That
I don't think
doesn't sit
anyone's
right.
shutting the door on,
But I do think it was funny that just about 3 or 4 days after the vote, all of a sudden, hometown Christmas was going 2 days now this year. So, they're spending it. The other thing I had was an answer that I never got on the sewer rates, and you're probably not gonna get it today either. But my question was, how did they figure out to charge the sewer rates that they did at 169% increase over 5 years, which is 33.8%? And I get the answer of, well, you use a gallon of water, you're gonna pay for a gallon of water going back. Or if you buy a car, once it's paid for, you still gotta maintain it. Well, if you didn't maintain it while you were paying for it, you're an idiot, you're gonna end up paying for it. So,
fortunately, we have the engineers that helped us through that process here.
good, maybe they'll answer.
Well, I can explain it too.
Yeah.
All the rates are based off of our cost to operate, pick a facility. Water rates are based off of us operating the water facility.
What it costs us
Okay,
to produce.
and now we're building an RO system, okay? So all that costs money, so the rates, it's the same way with wastewater. We've got expenses we're gonna have to put into wastewater. All the rates are based off of what we're gonna need to collect to operate the thing, to pay off debt. That's all figured into what the rates come into. And that's what any engineer is gonna do. That's the only way we can base rates. We can't arbitrarily say, we're gonna charge $8 per gallon. We can't do that. It's gotta be based off of something.
And over the past 8 years, it was brought up at one of the town halls we had that why the heck wasn't the city setting money aside if they knew these expenses were coming? The state does not allow us to stockpile money, period. So I can't start charging you for airport expense that I hope to incur in 10 years. So I can't plan ahead for a fire station and start charging the citizens ahead. You can't stockpile money. Do I know all the rules? No. Can I explain them? That's the very simplest explanation. So back to your question, the rates are based on very skilled engineers putting together the usage rates, blah, 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 and all the.
Yeah, I'll tell you that the math is way too hard for anyone up here.
Yes.
I understand that.
And so we trust an engineer that tells us what we need to charge in order to pay for the facility and its operation, and that's it.
I understand that, but talking with the guy that was in charge of it before he passed away,
Yeah.
this has been needed for 15 years. And the cost back 15 years ago would have been so much cheaper, probably a third the price that it is today.
Right.
And, this is, the only point I'm trying to make is let's not sit on our hands. Let's get some gloves so you can get your hands out and work with them.
Yeah.
You don't have to sit on and warm them up. And I'm gonna let it go. Clark, I wanna thank you for your service here. Even though I don't agree with everything you say. I wanna thank you anyhow.
Thank you.
If you did, I'd have to question you. Thank you very much.
Anyone else here? Go ahead. Tell us who you are and what address.
Dave Byler, 800 West Valley Drive.
Okay.
Is 75 on the docket today? 75 project?
It is not.
No.
No.
Can I ask any questions about that?
Go ahead.
Okay. So you want to go to 2-lane road on 75?
I don't think anyone's, that was an engineer's idea and they wanted public input.
Okay.
Yeah. If you're against it, go ahead.
No, well,
Let's hear
it's a busy highway and you have somebody driving slow in front of you, how do you get around it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, you know, the public meeting was to gather input, and the company that we're working with will provide us with their recommendation. I can't remember the timeline on it.
Yeah, so,
But
okay,
they gave us a number of different alternatives, but again, nothing has been decided.
Yeah, there's nothing decided yet. 3 lanes is an option, keeping it 4 lanes is an option. The whole point of having the survey on the website and having the public meeting last week, or whenever.
2 weeks ago, yeah, whatever.
Was to get input from everybody on, do you like 3 lane, do you want 4 lane, do you want to shut 6th Street? Those types of things. So the engineer we have is going to take that input and make a recommendation to the council sometime in one of the council meetings, I believe, in December.
Dave, I'll tell you that I've been outspoken about this too. I'm with you on that. I don't like the concept, but if enough of the people that I represent email me, talk to me one-on-one, whatever, I'm gonna obviously go along with what they want, so we really want input.
Sure.
I don't wanna make a decision that's just based on my feelings.
You don't want 2 lanes, do you?
Neither do I, but, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Five minutes to walk them.
Tom Lally, 227 Second Avenue, Mars. Jeff brought up some stuff about the heritage money and stuff. You know, I've been singing to your grandparents and your parents probably 30 years now in the rest homes. We've had music in town for 24 years, I think it was. I entertain with all celebrities all over the universe. I think I know what's going on a little bit. There's other things that I've accomplished in music, because I love music. But when you think about the politics of it, why would they not want somebody of my caliber on their committee? I could tell you why, I think. Because I get up, stand up, and say what's on my mind. Thank you.
Anyone else?
Jeremy Morris, 401 First Avenue Southwest. Pardon me, I got overruled. First off, I want to thank the fire department for everything they do for the community. You guys are the best. I've probably had a family member on the fire department since before I was born. The other thing, PD, thank you for everything you do. We appreciate it as a community. You may not get that, but we appreciate it. With that being said, thank you for parking that speed trailer in my yard. It confirmed everything that I suspected with 4th Street. Since the traffic, or since the speed trailer was there, it slowed down. 90% of the people in the Mars are honest people and they will follow the speed. If it tells you to slow down, they're gonna slow down. Since it's moved, it's went back up. So, what I'm saying is, what do we need to do to prevent that? Do we need a permanent sign there? Do we need something to help with speeding on both sides? It's both eastbound and westbound. What is the long-term solution? I don't know. That's your guys' choice, not mine, but I'm presenting it to, because there's a lot of kids on that street. Second thing was, who has the data for that trailer to know how many times that speed limit sign or that slow down sign went off? Is that open to the public?
Does it keep a record, Kevin?
First of all, the sign itself is probably 20, 25 years old. I'm in the process of writing a grant for a second one to replace it. I was upfitted roughly 7-8 years ago, and the data was never either turned on, or I personally don't have access to it. So to answer your question, no. Moving forward with the new signs, they will. And budget time is coming up, and one of my things on my budget is gonna be for maybe some mobile ones that we can move around the community too.
You did do a survey there though with an officer that recorded
Yeah, I did.
results, and again, that's flawed because you see a police officer there, you know?
Yeah, I
so,
don't have those results right in front of me, but
Yeah.
we do.
I remember you sharing them with me, and yeah.
Right. That answer your question too?
For the most part.
Yeah, I honestly don't have access to that data.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't
Sounds
know.
like something the Public Safety Committee should put on their agenda to review a permanent sign on that street.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
whether you want to or not, then at budget time, that would be when we either do it or don't do it. They
So-
work, there's no doubt about it.
I do think you gotta be careful though, because you come down by my house, and you get on 6th, I guarantee you, put a cop in my driveway, and at night he'll be kept fairly busy, okay? So, I mean, you have Pat Denny up on 12th Street, had the exact same thing. Trucks zooming by the Y, that whole area on 12th Street. So that your street is not unique. That's where do you pick and choose where they go and where they don't go?
I've
Yeah.
had people on 12th, I don't know if it's Avenue or Street out there where Holden goes multiple times, and we've had that out there as well. And it worked great while it was there and not so much. So you're right, it's gonna be everyone is gonna wanna weigh in on it. I don't know the answer.
We'll make that a topic of discussion for public safety.
Yeah, because semi drivers even say it's bad.
Yeah.
With that being said, there's also the road crossing on 4th Street. I've brought it up to Railroad. They won't do nothing. Maybe you guys need to say something. I don't know. That's out of my hands now. I don't know what to do.
We have brought it up multiple times with them too.
Okay. The other thing is, I'm gonna bring it up again with the city bill. We've all probably received this in the mail. It's for the city, with unknown material and lines. How many of you all drink the city water without it being filtered?
I don't.
It's just a legal, so where does the city, the lines, is it from the meter to the street that you guys are in charge of? That's a question, because all those lines have to be replaced.